Our next speaker is Matt Brown, who is a longtime Rhode Island public service worker. Matt spent 4 years as our Secretary of State and is running this year for Rhode Island Governor with Rhode Island Senator Cynthia Mendez. Here's Matt.
Hello, Woonsocket! Happy Pride! So we've got to be honest, we're living in very, very treacherous times. We have seen the onset of the climate crisis. We have seen the rise of Trump and fascism. And we have seen all across our country the rights of the LGBTQ plus community under attack. These are treacherous times. And I know against all of this, at times we can feel powerless. But I want to tell you today, Woonsocket, we are not powerless. We are not powerless because when our backs are most pressed up against the wall, sometimes there is something that rises up in us. It is a spirit that says there is a larger story unfolding and you have a part to play. It is a spirit that says there is a new world coming even if we can't see it yet. It is the movement spirit. It is the spirit that rose up in the children of Birmingham in 1963 and brought them out of the churches and into the streets to face the fire hoses and the dogs so that segregation would be banned from this country. It's the spirit that rose up in my friend John Lewis, the late civil rights leader, who led a group of protesters to the crest of the Edmund Pettus Bridge in 1965, where they absorbed the blows of the billy clubs and the burning gas from the Alabama state troopers so that all Americans would have the right to vote. It's the movement spirit. It is the spirit of Birmingham and Selma. It is the spirit of Stonewall and Ferguson and Standing Rock, and I feel that spirit here in Woonsocket. I feel that spirit when I see organizations like Rebuild Woonsocket and the Queer PAC rise up, and I see leaders like Alex Kithis and all the candidates of the Rhode Island Political Cooperative rise up. I feel that spirit, Woonsocket. There's power in that spirit, and the power comes not when that spirit rises up in one, but when it rises up in many. And we find each other, and we join together, and our numbers grow. None of us chose to be living in this difficult moment in history. None of us chose to be living at a time when fascism is on the rise, or when sea levels are on the rise. We didn't choose to be living at a time when our democracy is at risk and our planet is at risk. We didn't choose any of that. But we do choose what we're going to do about it. And I want to tell you, Woonsocket, that I believe we need to choose to fight. And I want to ask you, are you going to fight with us? Are you going to fight to protect the rights of the LGBTQ plus community, not just this month, but every month of the year? Are you going to fight to defeat every single conservative Rhode Island Democrat in power who opposes those rights and opposes this progress? Will you fight to defeat them? Will you come out this summer and organize with us and knock doors with us and make phone calls with us so come September we can elect a whole new government? Will you fight with us, Woonsocket? Thank you.